So this is part 2 for chapter 6.5 notes, change of base formula. Again, not a lot of people use this anymore because our calculators are programmed to do it for us. But if you're ever stuck in a place where you don't have log, natural log, common log, or natural log, and you need to find the log of something else, this is your formula. Log base C of A equals log base B of A and log base B of C. So in particular, we can evaluate log base C of A by using the common log, log of A over log of B, or natural log of A over natural log of B. Again, I would like you to try this on your homework, but I'm also going to show you how to do it with the calculator. So looking down at example number 1, and you can use either common logs or natural logs, you'll see it gets you the same result. So this is C, okay? And this would be A. So using common logs, I'm going to do log of 8 divided by log of 3 with my calculator. Plug that in. Pause the video if you need to, and you get approximately 1.893. Now I can also use the natural log. I can do natural log of 8 over natural log of 3. Plug it into your calculator, and you'll see you get the same result. Okay, so this is the old-fashioned change of base formula. Again, I want you to try it on a couple of problems, but I'm also going to show you how to do it with the regular calculator. So this would be C, this would be A. Using common log, it's log of 24 divided by log of 6. Plug it in. Or I can do natural log, plug it in, and you'll see you get the same results. Okay, so it's a log of what's in the inside divided by the log of what's in the bottom, and that will give you the equivalent using log base 10 or natural log. Now, I'm not sure if you can click on this link to go to the video on how to use the calculator. Under the math button, if you go down to what would be capital A, you have log base. So let me change screens here and I'll show you. Let's clear it there. So math, and then I need to scroll down to log base, and then you see it's already set up for you. So I could just type log base 6 of 24, and that gives me the same result. Okay. So one more time, when you do log, you get this little box, So 24 would go in here, 6 would go in here. Okay. I'm also going to post a video, if I can find it, about where decibels came from and using logs. But this is a real formula to decide how loud something is. I sub 0 is what the scientists talk about is the barely audible sound. So apparently we can hear something that is 10 to the negative 12 watts per square meter. The loudness of the sound in decimals equals 10 times the log of whatever sound you're listening to over the barely audible sound. An artist is recording in a recording studio, turns up the volume of a track so that the intensity of the sound doubles. By how many decibels does the loudness increase? So remember, I sub 0 is always 10 to the negative 12. Okay? Now, if I is the original sound, then doubling it would give us 2I. So putting this together, the loudness of 2I minus the loudness of I would tell you how much it's increased by. You take the loudness of the doubled sound minus the loudness of the original sound. So that means 10 and notice I'm not actually plugging anything in on these. Sometimes you will need to do that, but So all I did was replace in the formula this one on the numerator, okay? Now I'm going to factor out what they have in common. They both have a 10 in common, so I'm going to factor out the 10. I could also use this as an exponent, but okay. Now I'm going to use my properties of logarithms. This is why it's written this way. This is division, so I'm going to rewrite it. And this is multiplication. So I'm going to get log base 2 plus log base I over I sub 0. So I took this 2 out and changed this multiplication to addition. And then I'm actually going to stop here. I'm not going to separate the subtraction because look what happens. These will cancel out. And when you plug this in your calculator, this is going to give you approximately 3.01 something something something, which is approximately 3. Let me go back to that. I went pretty fast. Okay, now you should be able to finish your homework.